Hello again, and welcome to episode 15 of the ixcast. And we have Church.
Mosquitoes should be illegal.
I agree. And Mez.
You ever put your dick in a blender?
No, not recently.
Don't do it.
And of course, you have me, Spencer. Hello. We have a good amount of things to talk about, actually. But first of all, let's go on and talk about some things we did in the last couple of weeks besides the big thing. So, who wants to start?
I do.
Okay, go for it.
So I built a PC, finally. I'm gonna list the specs.
It looks so cool.
I've got a EVGA XC Ultra RTX 2700 Super.
That's not real. You're just saying
2070
letters.
Super. Sorry, 2070.
That's not real. You're just saying letters.
It's one of the newer graphics cards that have come out, and it almost performs as well as the RTX 2080, which is fantastic.
You can really just say a combination of numbers
Yes.
and letters, and
Yes,
it just
you can.
don't
Yeah,
matter.
can I
don't
just
it?
server mute him? God. My processor's a Ryzen 2700X. I mean, power supply is a 750 watt. I'm not gonna go into like my RAM, but I have 16 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
It glows too. It's
RGB RAM.
because it was cheaper than it was on sale for like one day for like $20 off. And we're like, all right.
Okay.
And then, I mean, the only other like notable component is that my case is got some pretty cool fans on the front, and it's got a tempered glass side panel.
You literally have everything RGB.
Yeah, well,
It glowed like
Yeah.
a motherfucker.
it does glow. It's very pretty. I love it.
And then,
But,
of course, you have the monitor, eh?
Oh yeah, and I have a monitor that's pretty fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
It helps me get banned in CS:GO.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a nice 144 hertz 2K 1 millisecond response time monitor.
Pretty
and it's-
fucking sick, eh?
It's very nice,
Eh?
and it makes me happy. So that's why my audio quality sounds good finally.
Because you have
And
a
I'm
mic, yeah.
Carefully monitoring my Audacity because I just installed it like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So
Make sure it works.
that's like the big thing for me. I also moved
Oh, yeah.
from one house to another. I do not have a room yet, so working around that. I have
You're
to
like
move.
literally in a back corner of a
I have to
basement.
move a tanning bed and a treadmill and a piano.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Man.
it's not gonna take long. The garage has
But
been cleared
yeah.
out, so we're gonna throw all that stuff in there, except the piano, because the pianos are too difficult to move.
Yeah.
And
Are
then,
are they just like the vertical kind of pianos, like normal?
Yeah, it's an upright.
Okay, yeah. I
And then,
couldn't think of the word for it.
Yeah, and uprights are harder to move than grands, believe it or not.
What?
Really?
I worked as a piano tuner for my first, or piano mover for my first job. Sorry,
Piano
and,
mover.
and
It's so weird to me.
it sounds weird, but like I was literally just the assistant to a tuner, and he's just like, yeah, I just need someone strong to help me lift a piano for like 5 seconds. I'm like, all right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
If you got the tools like a nice dolly and like wood planks to help with like up and down stairs, shut up. If I got wood planks to help go up and down stairs, then it's a really easy move. But I mean, these pianos, like I've had to move one upright piano up 4 steps. Took 5 people 20 minutes.
Oh, no.
They're so heavy, and just so awkward to carry. So I mean, I'm literally just gonna move it over, and then I don't have an official quote unquote like room. Instead, my wall divider came in today. It's gonna be a nice thick black curtain hanging from the ceiling that'll help with privacy and some sound things. So
Okay.
yeah, it'll absorb the sound nicely.
Mez, what'd you do?
I fucking existed, man. Like, shit, dude. Like, I don't know. I've been speedrunning. Like,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, man.
Did you talk about that on the cast?
I talked about it previously. Since then, I've set a new personal best of 1:08, which that's on the English version. Had I been running it on the Japanese version, I would have actually placed about 8.
Eighth on the
yeah,
boards.
eighth on the boards. Um,
And just for clarification, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards, or as it's called in Japan, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monster 7 Keto Toshi Densetsu? Densetsu? Densetsu.
Weeaboo.
Densetsu, yeah.
Amazing.
For some reason, it's the seventh one, which made it really hard to find the ROM.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it just doesn't make sense.
it's
to
not
us.
called the Sacred Cards in Japanese. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters 7. Yada dada dada.
Okay.
It's fucking weird. Other than that, I don't know. I've been my family left for a weekend. My part of my family went to the not Grand Canyon. That's Smoky Mountains, the other side of the country.
Mm.
And my mother went to go see her parents, and I had the house to myself for the weekend.
Hell yeah.
So that's mainly when I did a lot of my speed running and other meme shit.
Yeah. So besides the normal things, I've recently gotten back into Minecraft and
Oh, we've all been
Warframe.
playing Warframe.
Warframe is
I
I'm
can
taking
play.
credit
I can
for
play
all of
games
us.
now, which is like super exciting for me.
yeah.
Like, I'm
like
so used
we
to-
can actually play Smash.
I can
on-
actually play games. Not even
It's
just
crazy.
Smash. Just like my computer can handle that stuff now, which is fantastic.
It's a good
That's all I
feeling.
ever wanted.
All you had to do was just painstakingly look for deals and spend a shit ton of money.
All
That's
I had
all
to
you
do was painstakingly look for deals and literally zero out my bank account. So,
Whoops.
oops. And oop.
But I have just become enthralled with Minecraft for sure. I streamed it yesterday, and I don't know. I've just been really hell bent on like building things that I've never built before, and just like exploring this new like patch and like seeing things that I've never seen before, and just being like, whoa, that's cool, and like, oh, Minecraft's cool. You know, it just makes me feel good,
Ixcast Let's Play Minecraft?
dude, bro, dude.
Dude.
Hey, somebody should buy me Minecraft since I
Oh
got
my
I got it
God.
back in
How
like
do you
2012. I had it back in 2012. I have since moved computers and lost the account because I didn't have it tied to an email.
What?
This is back
How-
before Minecraft required you to have an email.
That's crazy, because even I have an email for it.
I just never did it.
That doesn't make sense, but okay, I'll believe
This
you.
was like I think it was maybe 1.12
Yeah, when it first
back
came
when I was
out,
playing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but the Mojang thing didn't exist. You didn't have to sign up with an email.
Mojang.
Whatever.
Mojang.
You want to
Jenga.
fucking Jenga. I don't know. But no, you didn't have to have an email to sign in back when I first started playing, and then later it was like, hey, all right, you can either sign in with an email if you have your Mojang account, or
your username.
or you could just sign in with your username. And I had it auto saved, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just keep signing in with my username. I don't care. And I've
That's
since
crazy.
just never. I can find the account in like in an account lookup thing, but I have no
Yeah.
way to recover it.
Well, well, that sucks.
Yeah, so I just can't play Minecraft.
Bummer, dude. You should just pay $20 to get Minecraft.
It's like $26.95.
no.
Yeah, Warframe 2 has been a lot of fun. I
fast-paced?
still don't have a super good grasp on it.
Oh, nobody
it's
ever
really
does.
overwhelming.
I'm getting closer and closer.
well,
Churchy, you've
I'm-
sunk like a lot of time into that.
I've put 11 hours into it.
Yeah, Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
Numjoy, he actually like explained very in depth like
You're
how
gonna-
it actually works.
You're gonna have to pass that on to me because I'm still floundering.
Well, what it is
Oh
is that,
no,
like,
my beard!
I'll have to explain. Oh no, my cans. I'll have to explain later, but basically he described like how you go about like leveling things up, how mods work, like where you get resources.
Okay, well I understand most of that
how to
stuff.
build things. Like I just really didn't understand where to go, what to do. I didn't understand the point of the game in a sense.
Yeah, I guess so.
But it's been a trip. I really like the movement in that game. It's
Oh,
it's
the
very,
movement's
very
fucking
fun.
insane, especially when you're drunk.
Yeah, Jesus.
That was an experience and a half trying to do that.
Yeah. You move very fast. What else did I do? This is a good story. This happened last night.
Was it last night?
It was
Oh
last
yeah,
night.
yeah,
Well,
your
well,
thing.
This morning / last night.
Still don't know how you did this.
I don't either. So last night I was up a bit late, a bit too late, and I had to wake up for work. And I drank a couple beers. Got a little buzz, whatever. And by a couple, I mean a bit more than a couple. And then I went to bed, and I was like, okay, set my alarms, whatever. And I was like normal. This is normal in a sense to me. Where I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm waking up early. It's fine. Went to sleep in my bed, listening to some ASMR video. It was nice, right? Comfy. I awake in a different room, on the floor, with my head against the wall in the back corner of the room. No blanket, no pillow, no sign of my pants are down and I pissed somewhere. No. I woke up having to pee, so I know I didn't do that. And I didn't puke. There was nothing. I have no recollection of how I got there. And I woke up, and the door was closed to that room, which it usually isn't. I step outside, and my mom was downstairs, and it was like 7:30 in the morning. And I walk downstairs, and I go, "Hey, Mom, did you hear me moving around upstairs, earlier?" And she was like, "No." And I was like, "Well, I just woke up in a different room against the wall." And she just looked at me dumbfounded, like, "What?" I was like, I don't know. I don't know how I did it. I don't know. And then just now my dad came in and he heard about it from my mom, obviously. And he's like, "So, do I need to lock your door or something?" And I was like, "No, I should be fine. It was probably just a one-time thing, but it must have been." I'm sure I probably did go to the bathroom or something. Maybe halfway through the night, and then went and just passed out somewhere. But I don't understand why it would be there. It was such a random place. I don't even know how I got over there. There's stuff in the way.
I
It
would
was
like
very
to
bizarre.
slightly piggyback off of this and say the only ASMR video I've ever fallen asleep to is an emotionally supportive Funky Kong picks you up from the airport.
Yeah.
That is
Oh, man.
the only one I've fallen asleep to. I've listened to a couple, it's a nice feeling, but that's the only one I ever fell asleep to.
Oh, and then our friends did some other stuff this weekend. There was a couple people like Mao and Wyatt.
Yeah, there was
went to Paradigm Shift.
Yeah.
That was in a casino too,
Yeah.
wasn't it? That's pretty cool.
Oh dear
Whoa.
God, what
I
the
won
fuck?
Blackjack 3 times!
Oh, where'd you come from?
You guys locked me in the basement.
Oh, shit, he wasn't
It's
supposed
been
to get out
unlocked
of there.
this whole time.
What? You what?
You didn't try the handle?
You mean you didn't know?
Oh, I'm sorry. My fat ass was covering the hole. My bad.
I fucking swear I tried the handle 8 times.
Oh, that wasn't a handle.
Why didn't
Alright,
you guys check? I tried texting you guys. Didn't you guys check your phones?
Oh,
I
I don't own
a
a phone.
bad service.
I got a pager.
Sorry, I had to sell my phone to get my computer.
You know what? Fuck you guys. Anyway,
do you need money for an Uber or something?
No, he doesn't need money. He won Jack
You're-
Black.
you're letting me
Oh,
win
you won Jack Black.
She won
got 11
Jack,
in Jack
Black.
yeah, no, that's what casinos are. Is you walk up with your tickets and they they hand you Jack Black.
And he says, "I'm in Jumanji. Subscribe to my YouTube channel." I can't. What is even? I was also in Mummy. It's Brendan Fraser. Let's hear it for Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. Give it up.
Okay, studio audience.
Yeah.
This is where you clap.
Oh, clapping.
There we
Yes.
This is fucking awful.
But anyway,
But Mao, you're the studio audience.
Yes, as Spencer was mentioning. Hello. I went to a tournament this past weekend that was in a casino, and it was a fun time.
Yeah.
and I fucking sat down to a blackjack table and got literally
in Super Caesar's Palace.
yeah, in Super Caesar's Palace. No, I fucking literally sit down. Guy deals me my cards. Like I lose the first hand. I'm like, oh fuck. Second hand, face card and ace. Okay, that's cool. Face card and ace. Yep, 2 in a row. Okay. Face card and ace 3 times. I go, what the fuck?
They want to get your hopes up.
I
So
literally
from the sounds of it, this tournament was just somebody went, I'll make my own tournament, but with blackjack and hookers.
yes, both. I think both chases. Chase Squared actually said that they were going to create their own tournament with blackjack and hookers, and then they invited a bunch of top players, and some of them didn't even show. But
Like who?
But did he invite the hookers?
Those were
Everyone
the top
knows
players.
that the top
Oh.
players are hookers.
Oh.
the main one that I know of is
that's
that
their side gig.
MVD backed out of it. I know for that much.
Oh, that sucks. I know Hacks
Bummer,
Money went
dude.
there.
Hacks
Money!
fucking money
Hacks
won Melee,
Money.
dude.
Yeah, he did.
He destroyed
did.
everybody.
He destroyed.
It was.
I didn't
it,
watch the tournament.
It was Hacks Money Ginger Grands, which is actually awesome.
Yeah.
A high tech Falco with a higher tech Fox, like ridiculous. This man out here with a goddamn box, showing people up.
I heard his wrists explode between every game.
Yeah, that's his quirk.
That's
mean
his
his kink?
stand.
That's his stand, dude. My wrists explode every time someone utters my name. All right, so what else?
Ah, my hands are hot now.
What else happened, Mao? Anything else?
I don't really have anything else to report aside from that.
You got gonorrhea.
No, I did not get gonorrhea. My gonorrhea is actually gone. Horea.
Oh, Rhea. Thank you, sanity not included.
Haha.
Anyway, but no, nothing really. Tournament was fun. I got third in the amateur bracket. I just wanted to go home, so I just kind of fucking stopped. And I got a cool
Like,
clip on
I don't
stream.
care anymore.
Well, I mean, literally, like, I lost winners finals, and I'm just like, dude, I just want to go home. And the other guy that I played in losers finals is like, I also want to go home. I'm like, well, fuck you. I'm going home first.
That's amazing.
And
At
then
a certain point, though, it does get just too late, or you're just too tired.
yeah. But yeah, it was fun time. And then the other big thing is the thing that you guys know about as well. So
Oh,
yeah.
of course. We might as well just move right into it then.
Wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mez is,
we're waiting.
Mez
We're
is
waiting.
pregnant.
Can
Yeah.
I mention
I'm
one
naming
more
it
thing?
Skippy Joe.
What's up, Church?
I'd like to talk about streaming.
Oh, sure.
It's something that I've always wanted to do, but never had the equipment to do so. And now I have the equipment to do so. And I'm finding it very, very fun.
Yeah, dude.
Interacting with randos in like smaller games is especially fun because they know so much about the games.
Yeah, you're playing Warframe, and some guy was giving you all these tips and shit.
Yeah, no, Warframe, City of Heroes, dude, all these small games, people will just pop in and be like, yeah, you should do this. And I'm like, yeah, I should.
thought of that.
Oh,
I
I've
streamed,
never thought of that.
I streamed Minecraft yesterday, and
The
one of
correct
the
past tense is stromed.
You what?
I stromed Minecraft.
That's so awful.
It sounds awful. That's awful. I streamed Minecraft yesterday, and the first message that I got on my stream was like after like 20 minutes of playing, and it was this guy. I think it was a bot, but it didn't seem like it at the same time because he linked his own thing with his own username, and he basically said at ixwonker, thank you for your stream. Hey, I just followed you, so could you go and subscribe to my YouTube channel? and then linked his own YouTube channel, and I was like, I just ignored it, but I was like, what? Like, that's the thing with streaming like popular games, is that you get the randos, you get these people to help you and to join your chat, and it is fun to have that small community for an hour or two. You feel?
But
me?
yeah, I've wanted to like start to try to build some small community, so I've been learning the ins and outs of like recording and streaming, and also just overall like video editing. I finally got myself some video editing software, so
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll be able to.
Have you booted that up yet?
I have, and it works.
Nice.
And so the only things I have left to do is I just need to start making content because I've already created all of my channels and stuff for my streaming. I've made my own Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch account for my streaming stuff.
And what are those, if I might ask?
Oh, no. Twitch.tv/churchy, CHURCHIE _boy,
Nice.
my YouTube is just Churchy Boy, and it's going to be very difficult to like find that. But I mean, my profile pictures are universal, so that'll help.
Yeah,
but
it's a screaming man.
my Twitter, yeah, it's me. My Twitter is, I believe, @ChurchyBoy61.
I think that's right. Yeah.
69.
Yeah. And I uploaded my first Fortnite clip today on
Nice.
my Twitter, which is exciting. So
Yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. Even
It's
though
a lot.
I don't
There's
stream that
so
much either,
much.
but it's
There's
a
so
lot
much
to
to
learn right
learn.
away.
yeah, there's so much to learn right away. But that's something that I'm starting to get into a little bit more. So we're gonna keep updating on that and see how that goes.
I do have a question, Mao. As a person that's actually made like a video about a game that they like and like talked over it, gameplay and stuff, like what was that process like? Do you, the Tales of
Yeah,
video.
like what in particular? Just like how I went about doing it.
Yeah, how you went about doing it and how long it took and all sorts of stuff like that. Anything that pertains to that.
I wouldn't really say that I'm a good example because with like my art and then with like the video in particular, one of my problems is that I will literally sit down and instead of going like I'm gonna work on this for maybe like 20 minutes to an hour a day, I'm like I'm just gonna set aside this several hour long block and just hammer away at this. So what I did, well, I think this is a couple years ago, but I think what I did was I wrote out the script and I knew like what I wanted to do for each of like what gameplay I wanted to get. So I wrote out the script, and then while I was I recorded each like section of it, grabbed gameplay for each section, chose music for each section, and then just kind of like threw it into Vegas and went to town.
Okay.
You went
Yeah.
to Vegas?
No, I went to,
No, he went to Super Caesar's
Yeah.
Palace.
That's where he got the Jack Black.
3 of them, dude. Yeah, no, I still do want to make videos. The only like videos that I've actually made and edited have been just like random Smash videos that aren't that good. But I still have like that combo video in works. It's something that I started like maybe like a year ago.
I
And
think
I
it
just,
is
like-
actually almost exactly a year
I
ago.
think it is, and I posted just like a rough draft of just clips together without music or without editing, and like I realized that I don't have a lot of clips. I need to like find more,
I dropped a
also-
like on it.
and I also have to like. It is difficult to map out that kind of stuff. You have to really outline it.
I mean, it's more content. All 3 of you have put out more content than I ever have, meaning I've never actually made a video or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope to maybe start streaming speedruns soon.
And that's
Maybe
easy
even
content.
tonight. It's easy.
Oh,
Now that we've been talking for 25 minutes.
it's only been 25 minutes. Holy shit.
It's been
Well,
25. It's been almost a little bit.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into what we came here for, eh?
Yeah.
All right, whip them out, boys.
Okay, here's our literal virtual dick measuring contest. Here we go. Okay, here comes mine. You like what you see?
No.
Sorry, I sucked it back in.
Right, here's mine.
Oh. Oh.
Huh?
Oh.
Oh,
Get a
yeah?
taste.
Well, here's mine.
Ah!
I wish I wish you still had your tuning fork.
My tuning fork desk. Dude, yeah, now I've just got a solid wooden desk. I can't do the little ting.
That would have been way funnier, I think.
Guys,
Here comes mine.
Here,
Ting.
here, I can try this. We'll see if this works.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of wimpy.
okay, guys, hold on. Let me do mine.
Oh, flying
Oh, no.
away.
No, it's like one of those balloon party things. If you know what I'm talking about, where like you blow into it and it extends.
Yeah. That's exactly. All right. Okay. What we
Okay.
actually wanted to talk
Okay,
about was the
real,
LAN party.
Real talk LAN.
Yeah. Okay. So.
The LAN party. I wasn't there Friday because I had to fucking work.
So let's
Yeah, you
talk
did.
about Friday
Okay.
first. So we all got there, right? And we're starting to figure out what we have and what we don't have.
How much space we have, where to set up, all that stuff.
We were very crammed.
Oh,
It
extreme.
was like it was crammed, but we were still all in the same room, which was really cool.
That was
Yes.
very, very nice. I was surprised that we actually all were in the same space. Even me, who came late and set up later.
We still had room for literally.
So
everyone.
the first food consumed was a lot of people went out to eat, but I stayed back because our friend Andy
yeah.
that was on the podcast wanted to make some burgers. So he made smash burgers, if you're familiar with that stuff.
It's
just-
basically putting down a burger, putting down cheese, and then kind of flipping it onto that so that it has like kind of a crusty cheese topping.
Yeah, so he smashed the burgers real thin, and then he put cheese on the griddle, and then grilled the
Yeah.
cheese so that it became like a crispy kind of cheese.
And it's a weird sensation, but it is good.
It is a very weird sensation. But the thing that I like the most is that he put some time to make a sauce. And I really appreciate a good sauce on a burger. It sounds weird, but like he had this kind of like a spicier kind of mayo
Yeah.
sauce that was also a little bit runnier. And oh my god, you threw that on that burger and it made such a big difference. And those burgers were great. And I think that was kind of like the first time at the LAN party where I was just like, oh yeah, we're at the LAN, baby.
Yeah. When we started setting up, the first people to set up were like Numjoy and Fly Guy, and they were just set up side by side on a folding table, like with in like the middle of the room basically. And like once they set up, and then once like a couple other people set up in like this like dining room kind of area, that was when it hit me. I was like, holy shit, everyone's here! Like this is crazy.
Not me.
that we're actually doing.
I can't
this.
believe it smashed Ultimate.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the LAN is how Mikey decided to put, or Mikey, or one dedicated viewer, decided to put his setup right under the chandelier that was for some
my
reason
God, that
super
pissed
close
me
to the
off
ground.
So
And Mikey,
much.
Mikey is the tallest of our friend group. He's like
Oh
6'4"
my God.
or 5'5" or something.
Yeah.
He hit that 9 times in a row one day.
Yeah, like every time he
9
got up, he'd hit it.
Times.
I don't know how short that chandelier was, but I'm 6 foot and I hit my head on it every time,
Yeah.
every single time.
It was
So-
probably like, yeah, it was pretty short. But that's the thing is that you're not looking for it sometimes, so you just run
Yeah.
straight into it.
But he decided to put his setup immediately, like right underneath it, for some stupid reason. He did that.
But we set up everything and just like around like what time would you say we started drinking?
Oh, well,
It varied.
I think I drank first.
I drank first.
I did. And I
Uh,
drank
just
probably
like
too
around
much.
around when Joel got there is when I started drinking.
I think it may have been like 8 p.m.
maybe 9. Yeah, I don't know.
8:30, 9.
Doesn't
somewhere in that
necessarily
range.
matter, but the first thing I drank was, like I said, Joel got there and he brought along the accursed bottle that's been stored in his fridge for like over a year, which is this giant quart of Corona.
Yeah, baby.
I forget what it was called.
Corona Familiar.
Familiar. Yep. That was good, by the way. Very good.
Yes.
I drank a whole quart of it. I drank all of it, and then just had a couple more beers or whatever. And then I fell down the stairs.
Yeah, he just straight up tumbled
I am very,
down there.
very sad that I was not there to see that.
And after you fell, you're like, Everyone's like,
Here's the
everyone's like,
hypocrisy here. Here's the hypocrisy here. Had I fallen down the stairs, y'all would have been pissed the fuck
No,
off.
You're right.
No. That's the thing though, is that everyone after the fact, like right after and the day after, everyone kept fucking making fun of me for falling down the stairs, and I'm just like, dude, I'm fine. Who cares? I didn't spill anything. I didn't get hurt. Who cares? They're very thin, narrow stairs. Like, what do you want from me?
So what else did you?
I didn't get vomit on the wall.
We'll
no.
get to that.
We'll get to
that.
that. This is still
Spencer,
Friday. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
What else did you drink?
Like I said, I drank that quart of Corona Familiar. I drank like probably 5 or so more beers. I'm not sure what I drank.
All right, I'm gonna get into what I drank.
Oh.
So I started off, and our friend Andy's like, hey, I have this beer from this local brewery, the one that I love. That he's like, there's just too much coconut in it. I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll drink some. I drank
coconut.
one, and I'm like, all right, that's a good start. I immediately transitioned into my first 40 ever.
Yeah, dude.
And I drank that entire 40 in like...
You drink it so fast.
In like 25 minutes.
I'm still very, very sad that I was not there to witness this.
We were all very drunk.
And
Yeah.
everyone was like, dude, you've been like chugging that. I'm like, it's good.
I actually passed out before anybody else, I think.
Yeah, you were the
in
first
bed
one.
by what, midnight?
I was
No,
you were the
think it was, like,
first
1.
one. I was the second one.
Yeah,
For
but
sure.
like
You guys were still like
like, you
hungover
guys-
when I got there.
I was super hungover, dude.
Me too.
Like church, you brought like a whole thing of like UV red.
Okay,
And,
so
God.
it's UV cherry, and I
Oh,
saw
okay.
it. I saw it right next to the UV blue at the Walmart, and I'm like, dude, this would be good with Mountain Dew. It'd be like a Code Red, but not awful.
Yeah.
And so
Code
I
red is
made
pretty.
a mixed drink of Mountain Dew and the UV cherry, and I drank it. I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. I drank like
can't
2
taste the
mixed
alcohol.
drinks. Yeah, so after my 40, I drank those 2 mixed drinks, and that was like all I had for the night. But I literally left like, I don't know, 4/5 of my UV cherry bottle,
Oh yeah.
and it was gone by morning.
So yeah, Sharp and Swanner.
Yeah, they both
drank the
found
rest
out.
of it.
Because when you smell the UV cherry, it smells like red dots, like the candy. You know dots, right? The candy.
Is it like the thing that's stuck on like wax paper?
You what?
What is
Alright.
it? What are
I'm-
dots?
They're like these they're like these like little gelatin candy things that are fantastic, but also like simultaneously the worst thing ever.
Dots. I feel it's like oh, those. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it smelled like dots, and I'm like, oh my god, it smells so good. And then I drank that, and then I just basically started doing what I do when I'm drunk, which is yelling at everybody,
And then mumbling.
and then mumbling a lot, like my episode 2, my slurred speech.
Okay,
And then
alright. I
my
just
night
get loud.
ended. Yeah, my night ended. I went downstairs because I had a headache, and I'm like, I would have like lay down for like 1 minute, and Travis and Ethan both came down there with me, and I just started yelling at them. I'm like, I hate both of you. And
You're
then
an ass.
I like
Wow.
rolled over. I'm a mean drunk. I rolled over, and I fell on the ground.
Yeah, and you're just
'Cause I
like,
was on
I'm
a
just gonna
bed.
sleep on the floor.
And then I'm like, I'm just gonna sleep right here. And then I passed out.
Mao, can you attest to this?
No, I literally can. I'm like Ethan and I are fucking trying to lie down and go to bed, and he's just like, I'm just gonna lie on the floor.
Yeah, I just kept yelling at them until I passed
What did he
out.
say?
I don't remember. I just remember where he was like, I just remember the part where he like fell onto the floor and just.
I try
Okay.
not to swear as much like at home and on podcasts, but like every other word was probably a swear word towards Travis and Ethan. It was like, and then I just fell over. I'm like, I'm gonna sleep right here on the floor, and you're not gonna
amazing.
stop me. And then I passed out, and I woke up at like 5 in the morning, and I'm like, I feel awful.
Because you
And I-
didn't
and
have
I
any
woke-
water.
I didn't have any water. I slept on the floor with no blanket.
In the
and a
cold
s-
ass
and
basement.
in the cold basement with a single pillow. And I woke up and I got up. I went upstairs and like Fly Guy, Sharp, Andy and Swan are all awake, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's like 5 in the morning. And then I went and I moved to a different bedroom because I really wanted to sleep on a bed. And so I woke Spencer up at 5 in the morning.
And I have no recollection of this.
And I'm just like, Spencer, move over. You just go.
Yeah, you are fucking irritable when it's early in the morning and you're hungover.
I'm
And,
irritable in the morning in general.
You're irritable
Yeah, I mean-
in general, fucko.
Fuck you.
Oh God.
See if I care.
So yeah, we ended up making the space for it. So it all worked out. And then I woke up, and I was the third one awake.
Yeah, I don't know when I wake
Now
up.
on to
woke up,
Saturday.
But Saturday, yeah,
You were the last one.
I
awake,
arrive.
think, Spencer.
probably.
I arrive, but this is after you guys had played what, Modern Warfare 2 and Left 4 Dead?
Yeah. So what happened in the morning is Mikey, when we went to Walmart together, he bought like a bunch of eggs, and he just made a bunch of scrambled eggs for us, and it was tasty. You know, it was a good breakfast. We started off our morning. We played Left 4 Dead. We yelled at Mikey a lot.
Well, that wasn't even the one where I yelled a shit ton.
Yeah. And then we
We'll get
played.
to that.
Yeah.
We played Modern Warfare 2, which I think was the only other.
No, it's
LAN
just
game
COD
I think
4,
it was
we
just Modern
played.
Warfare.
Oh, it was COD 4. Sorry, my bad. We played COD 4 on LAN, and that was like the only game that we played on LAN.
That was really fun. I wish they had like all the maps though.
Yeah, we only had 3 maps that we just rotated around, and it was like we had a pretty good size, like 9 players.
Yeah, I think it was 9 or 10. Yeah.
And considering that like 3 people, I think, didn't have PCs, it's pretty good. It's pretty good numbers.
Yeah. There was about 15 people there, I think.
And then we had so many problems with the internet there. I think that was like the biggest
it was
downside.
It was around like COD 4, and then we started to play Quake, and then the internet just died.
And then I
Yeah.
arrived shortly after.
So
And I
I
come
think before
bursting
then, the highlight of the LAN, in my opinion, or a second highlight, was the burgers that Dave made.
Was that for lunch?
It was
think
for lunch
so.
and dinner.
Well, the dinner burgers were very, very good.
The dinner burgers were the same as the lunch burgers.
It was,
And they
it was
were-
a
They were very, very
Super
good.
good, dude.
However, Churchy, I made you a patty melt for dinner.
And you did make me a patty melt.
That
and
was
I,
good.
I was very happy with that.
It was a good patty melt?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was a good
you were
patty.
talking. You were hyping up the mayo instead of the butter, and I gotta say though, I take back what I said. That's some good shit right there.
It's good shit.
That's
It's
some
good
shit
shit.
right there. I recommend it.
Yeah,
It's good.
for those did I mention this on a podcast?
I believe you did. Yes.
Well, even if I did, it doesn't hurt to go over it again. It just, instead of butter, you use mayonnaise for grilled cheese. And it sounds disgusting, and you might just be like, no, not a fan. Try it. You'll never go back. But yeah, so Saturday I arrive, and I come bursting in with 2 bags, a laptop bag, a folding chair, a sleeping bag, and a bedroll.
'Cause
Ready to
you
fucking
prepared.
Tear up this town. Fun fact, I didn't even end up using the sleeping bag and bedroll. Mikey ended up using my sleeping bag as a blanket because I passed out in a bed
Yep.
because somebody was like Andy was packing up his stuff and I was sleeping right in front of it, and I was like, oh my fucking god, because I just laid down. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going into a bedroom. And then I go into one of the bedrooms, and then Sharp and Mikey are playing PM, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. So I just fall asleep on the bed, and nobody tells me to move. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, really didn't expect to be here.
Yeah, like Andy and Sharp are night owls.
They took
so
off like 4 a.m.
it was them two and
Yeah,
like Ethan all
Sharp
moved.
left and Ethan left.
Ethan
that
left
night.
about like
it was right
2
after.
in
It was
the
right after
morning.
Mafia.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
I was
But
still
we're
there.
getting ahead of
or still
ourselves
awake
here.
for that.
Are we?
So
Yes.
I don't know.
So,
There
so
wasn't
after,
anything
after
too-
dinner we had
Yeah.
dinner we had burgers and we played.
and
Left
we
4
also
Dead
would
and
we
grilled
played Left 4
cheese.
Dead
yeah.
where
Yeah.
Mikey ended up inadvertently killing half the team.
We were playing.
Yeah.
On,
Not actually, no, not half.
Oopsie.
We're
It
playing
was
on
you guys
hard rain.
You guys were playing hard rain, and Mikey
Final fucking
did
map.
not get on the fucking boat, and
He was
everyone
literally
died.
like a foot
We
away
were
from the
all screaming,
All
Mikey,
he had to
get
do-
on the fucking boat.
All
Follow
and
the
does
train.
he
do-
listen?
Okay.
All he had to do was hit the S button,
and he refused
He
to
didn't.
do so.
Okay, well, his excuse was that he was getting hit by zombies. Yes, okay, that's fair, but you can still somewhat move if they're not behind you, which they weren't. I was shooting at him so that he could move, and he was not. And
There
we
was
had, and that
also,
entire time we had one tank like right there on the boat,
yeah.
and it booted off.
It
I
booted
think,
off me and
who was it? Was it Mez?
No, I wasn't playing that round. Ethan.
Who was it?
Oh, it was.
It was
yeah.
Was it Ethan?
Was it Ethan? Whatever.
Ethan was playing with you guys.
So it booted
Yeah,
off
it was
those two
Ethan and
guys
me.
off the boat, and then I was just stood there, and that tank died, and just then like another tank was running towards us, and luckily, Mikey got downed.
Mikey died.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
downed and died. So I was the only one on the boat and barely survived. But before that,
we were all
I was
screaming at him.
my lungs
I
out.
Yeah,
joined
we were
in. I
all
joined in because I was like,
screaming.
Mikey,
Screaming my lungs out. I literally ruined my voice. Like
But
I
don't
was,
forget-
it was
don't forget the best
legitimately
part.
frustrating.
Don't forget the best part. When we looked up Hatsune Miku's
We-
skirt, and literally the entire land just started
Oh,
cheering.
everyone was just because
we
we
were
tried
like-
so hard.
we were trying so hard
there
to
was like
figure
a
it out.
standing ovation, and I was like, I didn't expect this.
Because we were like theory crafting. We're like, okay, wait, stand on the desk. Okay, crouch. Oh no,
I think
stand up.
I was
stand
the
up.
one that told somebody to like get on the
And then
ground and
someone's
then
like-
look up.
Someone's like, get on the ground. There's a railing over here. Get on the ground underneath it. And it's like,
Yeah,
okay.
I think
And then zooms in with sniper rifle, and everyone goes, ah!
because you can't normally see it
I'm
from
pretty sure-
normal gameplay,
I'm
and
pretty
so
sure
we
we all
all just
clapped.
went nuts.
We literally all clapped and cheered. There were people
and
not
then-
even playing the game.
Oh yeah.
So
And then
after
we-
that,
We played another
was-
game of Left 4 Dead where we all died at once, and it was the most frustrating thing ever.
and then we quit.
And
then
then
we
we
quit.
quit.
and then Quiplash. and
I
TK.
started
yeah,
drinking.
Quiplash, yeah.
No, there was
Yeah,
more drinking in
People
between
started
that,
drinking. No, Mez, you were plastered by the time we
but
started.
I was not
Quiplash.
plastered. I was drunk.
True. You were
There's
drunk
a
when
difference.
you were drunk when we started Quiplash. And,
Yes,
Quiplash
and I was
actually
plastered
really
for
fun.
Mafia.
Quiplash was very, very fun. Yeah, we got some good stuff like Druggo Bongo.
The EF shirt.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
The shirt. No, I literally just for my first shirt design, I just drew a blue E.
And then
I was like, yeah, someone's gonna pick that. And then like when it was come to picking slogans, I'm like F.
Easy.
And my favorite one though was my second shirt design that I drew was Hose Mad, and then it had a banana on it. And then I typed like 8 different variations of Hose Mad under
Hoping
the
that someone would pick it.
hoping that someone would pick it, and I think it was Fly Guy
probably
got both the shirt, and he got the Hose Mad with an exclamation point. I was like, yes, it lined up perfectly.
My favorite part though is that there's that slight delay where it like draws out the thing and then it goes "Dun," and it puts the slogan on.
Oh yeah, that's
It's just all.
Yeah.
It's so good. That's a
But then
great game.
after we played a bunch of Jackbox, we decided it'd be a great idea to play Mafia.
Oh,
and at this
at
time,
like midnight.
at this
Mafia,
time, I was quite plastered.
You were plastered.
I was
yeah.
plastered.
So since this was an Airbnb, we were very cautious with spilling things, wrecking the place. Obviously.
There was at least 3 separate occasions where I could have spilled a brightly colored drink.
Yes. And so we were all
And
very.
one occasion where I was like a dick's width away from, knocking over a drink.
Yeah. And then people were throwing pillows. And
People were throwing everyone was like convinced I was going to be the one to ruin the Airbnb because I just have that reputation apparently.
yeah.
But for the first game we played and shenanigans abound. I died because I couldn't fucking defend myself because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So that happens. I don't know. Did anything really exceptional happen in that first game of
I think
Mafia
just in
other
general,
than
just in general
stupidity?
of Mafia as a whole, if you've never played Mafia, audience, Mikey. Oh wait, you have. Oh fuck.
It's 60% mind games, 40% guesswork.
But what it is that you are, you all get a card, and that card means what your role is. So it can either be a villager of the town, you can either be a mafia, you can be a medic, you can be a
There's a bunch
detective,
of other
Vigilante.
like,
A vigilante.
citizen roles,
and then we had
but
a jester as well, which is
Yeah.
if they get killed by the village, then they win, which is cool. That's a cool little rule. But this is a game that's similar to Werewolf and Town of Salem. Are those the same thing?
So round 1.
Round 1.
The first game of Mafia. Me and Joel were on the same page. Joel was like, we need to kill. And I was like, yeah, agree.
And that's such a weird thing to say.
Who do we kill? And we didn't really know for a while. Unfortunately, I think there was a special player died right off the bat. It was Mikey.
I think it was Mikey.
Mikey died round 1. He was the vigilante, which sucked.
Yeah.
We're like, who would vote Mikey off first? Because Mikey is like the sweetest person alive.
And it's
Except
not,
literally
he told me to go
epitome of
F
gentle
myself
giant.
today.
Mhm.
And we're like, okay, well, now we need to start killing people. And, I mean, it all came down to Fly Guy finally revealing that he was the detective. And just telling everybody, like, who was good and who was bad.
Yeah.
And then my favorite part was that the Mafia, which I think Travis was a part of,
Yes.
it made me very mad. Where the Mafia like tried to vote Riley off, but not the
they were trying
not
to vote Fly
Fly
Guy
Guy?
off. They were trying to vote
No,
Fly Guy
no,
off.
they
And they voted off
weren't.
Riley.
They were trying to vote Riley off, and
We
they
are getting
accidentally
way too into this.
Yeah.
They tried to vote Riley off, and they voted Fly Guy off, and I was like, well, yep, that was expected.
Because we were all on the same bed and we were all pointing at Riley, right?
But why?
they were right next-
Why not? Why not Fly Guy? It doesn't make any sense. He already outed
I don't
himself
know.
as the detective.
I don't remember.
So to
Anyways.
get back to like this as a conceptual thing for the audience, this game has so
got
many
very-
mind games.
Oh, God,
that
yeah.
everyone like once you're out, you cannot talk. You just can't. And so
And then
all
you
it
just
is
see the-
one person talking and then another person like talking back and interrogations and all this stuff, right? It's all mind games. And it's all like this he said she said kind of stuff because you
It
don't
is
know who to
very-
believe.
Very difficult to play mind games when like almost everybody's drunk.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
True. That's true.
I
Especially
think
when you were as
I think
drunk
I
as
was
me.
one of 2 people during that entire time who hadn't had a single drop of alcohol that night.
I
Me
like
and AJ.
I like how Luke he was like, well, I'm just gonna call out Dave because I think he's the jester because I wanted jester and fuck him. Basically, that's his entire
And then
like
Dave
point.
would go, "Well, I think Luke's the jester." And we're like, "Oh no, dude!"
like it's so
Like,
it's so back and forth and stupid. And
so the thing that made a lot of people mad about
Oh.
Mafia.
like,
This all started in the end of the first round.
Yep.
Where I mean, like, it's hard to explain because it was between 2 people and we didn't know which one was good and which one was bad. And we ended up voting off Spencer, who was good, which sucked because that immediately lost the game for us. However, it was Andy who were like, okay, Andy, when he gets in tight situations like that, and this is kind of meta, but when he gets in tight situations like that, he just talks a lot. And he'll just pull random things out, and it's so blatantly obvious that he's Mafia.
But
And I was like,
that's the
okay,
thing though, is
okay.
that when you actually listen to what he's saying and you don't take in the meta of him doing that, like he is convincing in a sense.
Yes.
Some of the
Well,
things
except for
didn't add
game
up.
2.
Yeah, some of the things didn't add up later. Like the whole thing where he said he was the medic, and then I was like, well, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you save him? And then he pulled the theory out of his ass, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, well, he's obviously
He's
mafia
like,
then.
he's
Well-
like, oh well, I had to save myself.
You know, game 1, people weren't that upset, you know? We were
No.
like, oh, that's a bummer, you know, we lost, whatever.
The best part about Mafia, though, is the end of the game because
Game-
everyone on the sides who's quiet rush in and like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Game,
Which is where we'll get to game 2.
Yeah.
Game
Game
2,
2,
I was
dude.
among the Mafia.
Game 2. Okay, it starts off with Mal.
Literal night 1. Literal night
Mal,
1,
the
I
medic.
die.
The medic, Mal, dies. Just dies. The Mafia kills him. We're like, oh, that sucks, you know?
It was
We didn't know he was the
completely
medic at the
completely
time.
random.
I created a wraith cult because of that.
So the first thing that happened was me and Joel, you know, were on our, like, kill everybody reign. And we're like, let's start with Andy. And Andy's like, but wait, I'm the detective.
Like round 1.
And I checked Spencer, and he's innocent. And then
Which,
AJ.
Spencer, that was blowing your mind. You want to know how he knew you were innocent?
How?
Because he was Mafia and he didn't see your head pop up.
Oh. Yeah, I
And-
realized that later.
And
Yeah.
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I trusted Andy entirely
I also
until AJ, the only other sober person there, goes, how can you be the detective if I'm the detective? And I'm like, well, I'm on AJ's side.
Yeah. Whoever goes
And-
second here is like
And he's
usually
like,
the one.
and he's
that's
like,
doing it
and
right.
Dave is Mafia. And in day one, I'm literally like, well, cool. We know 2 of the 3 Mafia members. Let's vote them off. I call a vote for Andy. We get like, I don't know how many hands there were. 4 out of the needed 5.
It
I'm like,
wasn't.
well,
I didn't vote on him because I believed him.
I'm like, it was like, we were 1 vote short. I'm like, all right, well, let's vote Dave. 1 vote short. And then I get killed. And I'm like, okay.
And
I'm like,
then
okay, so here's the thing. I'm like, it was really, really stupid of whoever the Mafia was to not vote off the actual detective, because that's like, he can just keep checking.
Yeah, exactly. That was the
And-
stupid part.
But also, like,
in
it
my
also
defense,
created
I
it
was
also created
drunk.
some confusion. Mez was plastered. He was literally just
I
leaning
was
back
not
and raising his
that
hand.
drunk. I was plastered
were-
for game 1,
you were
drunk for
drunk.
game 2.
You were
But I was
There's a
playing it up.
difference. There's a
Hey,
difference,
hey,
guys.
there's a difference. There is a difference, and I was playing it up a little bit to, especially when I came under a little bit of suspicion. I was just like, I just don't know what the fuck's going on.
So
I'm not gonna
so
lie.
I died, and I'm like, all right, well, I know who 2 of the Mafia are. Hopefully, the rest of the townspeople like figure this out.
And then we didn't.
None of them
So
did.
I
For a
induct
long time.
Churchy. I induct Churchy into the cult of the Angry Wraith, and we just sit
We
on
go
the
up
side.
to the we just go up in the kitchen to talk, and I'm like, you know that Andy and Dave are like bad, right? He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And
I
the
didn't even
reason
need to
I
see it.
avoided suspicion was I kept my fucking mouth shut.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. Is that if you
So
don't say
I-
anything,
But here's the thing: we could have weeded you out so earlier if we just
Oh,
got rid of
absolutely.
Andy and Dave. But they lasted for like 3 more rounds,
No, it was.
and so
it was
did
absolutely
AJ. I was so
absolutely
confused.
stupid.
Fast forward towards the end of the game, and
we get to a
what
point
happened?
where it ends.
There's 4 of us.
Yeah, it ends.
There's
and
4 of us.
I'm the one of the last villagers, and then it's revealed that Andy is Mafia, and I just
No, Andy was dead.
Oh, Andy was dead at the time.
Andy
Andy
died
died.
earlier
Because
I
Mez
was a deciding
voted
vote.
for him.
Oh.
And I can see that confused some people, but also if he didn't decide to vote, that would have stopped it, and then that would mean 1 more Mafia member for the next game, which means it probably could have been an insta-win. Either that, or at least they could have killed like 1 more innocent, which would have helped a lot.
So
I was too pressured into maintaining my own innocence, quote unquote.
that you
Yeah.
voted, yeah.
Yeah, I was
But,
like, I was like, if I'm the only one who doesn't vote, that really makes me look like a Mafia.
I literally took AJ up to the kitchen, and I shook his hand. I'm like, thank you for playing this game well. And he's like, yeah, it's very clear that Andy and Dave are both Mafia. I don't understand why no one's voting. Mikey didn't vote for like anybody either. which made me
literally the
mad.
most painfully obvious thing. And
Yeah,
like
it was
just watching,
very
watching,
painfully obvious.
watching it from the sidelines.
Well, now
was
you understand.
infuriating.
Now you understand that once the game ended, I was distraught.
Oh yeah, no,
you were like near the point of like angry tears. And I walked over to you and I'm like, "Are you okay, Spencer?" You just go, "I'm so mad."
I think I shook your hand, and I'm pretty sure you wanted to punch me in the face.
I'm fighting for my goddamn life.
And you know, all this chaos is happening. We're all
And
mad at each other.
all right, can I say
We're
this
like,
from my
let's start a
point?
third.
Yes, you
yeah.
Can I
can,
say this
'cause you
from my
actually
point
have
of
the
view
best
because
point of
I
view here.
saw this happen. So
we're all
I,
yelling.
Y'all
So
are yelling, and I'm
we're-
like,
hold on. We're planning to start a 3rd game. We're getting ready. You know, Sharp is going upstairs. I think he was intending to play in the next game.
He wasn't going upstairs. He was downstairs still.
Yeah, but go
I know,
on.
he was-
go
he was
on.
on
Go
his-
on. Go on.
He was
go
going to
on.
go upstairs. This is immediately after he had chugged a beer. All right, so I'm upstairs because I was like, you know what? I don't really feel like playing a 3rd time. I just want to chill out, play some games, maybe go to bed. I'm coming down from being very drunk. So I for whatever reason, was going to go back downstairs. And I'm at the top of the stairs, and I see Sharp, and he just spews puke all over the wall
In this Airbnb that we don't
in
own.
this Airbnb. And then a little bit gets on the stairs, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck,
No,
man?
you said no. I remember you go. Oh shit.
Yeah, I heard
I
that
go,
too.
oh
We all thought that you puked.
Yeah,
we all
everyone
thought that you
I
puked
puked
and then
because
yelled,
I
"Oh,
was
shit."
that drunk. But I was like, nah, guys, it's Sharp. I didn't do it.
And then we're all like, oh no. And we're all talking and like being like, oh no. And then I spill my beer. I was like, no.
All over the floor.
And I just said, oh no, I'm doing it.
And I'm the dude out in the corner like, hey guys, are we still playing Mafia?
I remember thinking, I was like, I'm so glad I'm not the asshole who puked. Otherwise, I probably would have been lynched here.
Lynch in real life.
And
Yeah.
the problem that we had to worry about was Riley mostly.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Riley
He
was
was a
like in
mess.
charge of doing all of this, and he's just really anxious about something like this happening, and it happened.
And
But
we're just
thankfully
like, oh,
we
no.
we're like, oh no. We woke him up. Thankfully we took care of it, which was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sharp,
And,
Sharp
there were
like,
no-
was immediately fine and just like cleaned it back up. And he
Well,
was-
no, you know what happened was, it's
Yeah,
not
and
that
then
he
he
had too
drove
much to
home.
drink. He didn't drive home, Andy drove him home.
Oh,
But it's not that he had too much to drink. It's he chugged a beer and had like way too much foam or something in it, and it didn't sit well.
And then he just puked all over.
I've had the same thing happen with gin.
Yeah, it happens.
Just fucking died.
hello.
Hello?
I'm
Hello?
gonna.
He just muted himself. And
Hello?
it's not gonna matter. It's still gonna show up on his recording.
It's fine. I'll just mute it. It's fine.
But yeah, anyways, like, yeah,
but
this,
yeah,
this
that
whole
was
thing
Saturday
happened.
night.
That was
That was
a lot of
Saturday
fun.
night,
So-
and I was
so,
sober,
like,
and I was like depressed because I had to
After
work the next
which-
morning.
we immediately
After
like
which
right after
we,
that, like
we
right
all
when
just
Yeah.
we packed most things up.
right after like that debacle, like everyone kind of snapped out of being drunk and like having a
I mean,
fun time.
speak for
So we
yourself.
just cleaned stuff up, and that was a really good decision because otherwise
I
we would have had to wake
then-
up way earlier.
I then proceeded to attempt a speed run, which I fell asleep 30 minutes into. I know the exact part I was on. I was facing Mako Tsunami, and I literally just fell asleep with the controller in my hand, and I wake up 15 minutes later, I check my time, and I'm like, well, this isn't salvageable. And then I just turn off the GameCube, set up my bed mat, and then Andy comes along and he's like, hey, I need you to move. And I'm like, you motherfucker. So I drag my bedroll and my sleeping bag into one of the bedrooms where Project M is being played, and I fall asleep on the bed, and then the next morning happened.
Yeah, so that basically concludes the LAN.
This was about like 3 a.m. when this happened.
The morning was very quick.
The
And
morning
I
was-
mean, I wasn't there for most of it, but I literally just like, I had to work, and I was depressed, and I didn't want to go to
Oh,
work.
yeah.
I literally just threw everything in my car and left. Like, it was that simple for me, at least.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was just like
Yeah.
we picked everything up, made sure that everything was where
We
it was.
checked out what, like an hour before we needed to.
Pretty sure, yeah. It was
Yeah.
overall it was a great experience.
Oh,
overall.
absolutely.
Would-
And then
would
we
definitely
what did
do
we
again.
argue about in the IHOP? Wasn't it? Weren't we talking about like religion or something?
We were talking about something about religion. I
God.
think Mormons
We-
or something.
We were talking about some.
And then we
Stupid
immediately
shit.
realized that we shouldn't be talking about
I was the one that was like, should we really be talking about religion here?
I remember there was something about the pyramids.
Oh,
You know there's a problem when Mez becomes the voice of reason
absolutely.
in literally any situation.
I'm an idiot, but at least I'm a socially aware idiot. I'm only in public.
when you're-
in public.
Or when you're not drunk.
Yeah.
When I'm
or
not
when you're,
drunk.
Or
yeah.
when you're drunk. Wait,
Wait.
not drunk.
Wait.
No, when I'm drunk, I'm just a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
Speaking of, do we since we've talked about the land, do we want to talk about Saturday?
What a Oh, you mean where you were not held back from being drunk?
Oh, where I was
That
just
was so
belligerent?
painful. That was
Infuriating.
awful.
Infuriating.
Oh, I-
Yeah,
trust
me and
me,
Spencer were angry.
Oh, I give you guys complete credit. So, from what happened from my perspective is, I have a friend over. There's nobody home, and of course that means I get to be, as dumb and loud as I want because there's nobody home.
Can I
don't have to
impersonate
worry
your
about-
friend?
Sure.
Well, I've got 5,000 hours in Warframe, and you should be doing this. And
Yeah, that's essentially
much
what
what
happened
happened.
because at a certain
Are we
point
still playing Warframe?
we were attempting to play Force of Will, the card game, and then he gets a call on Discord from one of his friends, and then he attempts to get us to play Mario Kart. I can't get my Mario Kart to work, so I end up going on Warframe, and I'm playing on the floor, and we end up switching, and at some point he asks me for a bucket, and I'm like, I swear to God, you motherfucker, if you puke, I'm gonna kill you. And so I think we ended up playing for like a half hour later, and then you just hear in the background of my call, you just over me like shouting
A
and in
large
between
amount of
all
a
that,
large volume
large-
of liquid.
large you
Yeah,
hear a
just
large amount of
splash.
liquid being poured into a bucket.
What's that, Mez?
It was vomit.
It was
You're
a lot of
you were
vomit.
sitting. You
It
were
was a
literally
lot
just
of
sitting
vomit.
there. You were sitting there yelling, "Oh, you better not puke in my house!" And then you just hear.
And I was like, you shit.
It's a really good puke noise.
Thanks. I have some beer foam left over in my throat to assist that. But anyways, no, Mez, you went on for like 30 minutes afterwards. I don't know if you remember this about how like he's such a wuss for not puking as much as you.
It was
What?
You were like, yeah, you barely filled the bucket, man.
yeah.
And I was like,
yeah.
Mez, how big
God.
is the bucket? And you're like 5 gallons. I'm like, you.
You were making fun of him for not puking more.
Oh my god, I don't remember that.
No, you were sitting there like just like harassing him basically.
It's like, dude, come on, fucker, puke more.
You're like, yeah, I can't believe you puked before me, and I can't believe that you didn't puke as much as I did. I'm like, Mez, how big is the bucket? And you're like 5 gallons. I'm like, of course he's not gonna fill the bucket, you idiot.
You sound like the Kefka laugh from Final Fantasy VI sped up.
I can't believe that I was giving him shit because he didn't puke a lot.
What an
This
idiot, am I
This
right?
is after I was threatening him to like, I'm gonna like choke you out if you fucking puke.
If you're gonna
By the
puke,
way,
at least
he's
do
like
more.
he's like 6'5". He's a tall guy.
I'll be right back. I really have to pee.
Oh my
Keep
god.
it going.
But yeah, I was just yelling all throughout this as well.
It was so annoying.
Oh, I have no
we kept
doubt.
kicking you from the call, and you kept joining back and saying, "I'm sorry, I'll be quiet now." And then literally like 2 seconds later, you just be like,
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of that I don't remember. That night is
Yeah,
a pretty
it was,
big blur.
It was very, very annoying.
I was at some point I downloaded the Spotify app on my computer. I don't remember doing that. I think I also took Snapchats of things. I don't remember.
I don't know, dude. You were. I can confidently say that you were plastered.
Oh, I was. Had I had any more alcohol, I would have puked.
Yeah.
I
And
was.
the type of alcohol you drank was very interesting and also sounds
It's
awful.
all right. It's called Dragon's Cum,
God.
and it's coffee creamer and Fireball.
That sounds awful.
This sounds so bad, man.
It's not terrible.
It sounds so bad.
It's. I don't know. I didn't mind it. But it's dangerous because it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
So, however many we drank like a whole like smaller bottle of Fireball between the two of us.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just a very overall like,
Oh, it was a horrible night for like both of us.
and for me and Spencer.
Oh yeah,
There was a point where I was just pissed off at Warframe. So I just server
Spencer
muted him.
started getting mad. Spencer got mad at Warframe. He got mad at you, and then like once you left, Spencer's like, "Why? Why? I don't understand."
because I like you guys. You guys are my friends.
It was just more so
Doubt.
like, this is why. This is why every time you do anything drunk or in public, I go, please stop.
You just can't handle me at my worst, so you don't even deserve me at my best.
I can't handle you at your loudest, is the problem.
That's
True.
fair. That's fair. Unfortunately,
True.
I know why I get loud while drinking.
You wanna
I
be
get
here.
like partial tinnitus.
What?
I just don't
You
hear as
what?
well. I don't hear as well when I'm drunk.
Your ear canals get
Can
flooded with alcohol.
I don't- I
get tinnitus when
I-
drinking.
I don't know.
Alcohol.
I just whenever I drink, I just cannot hear as well, and so my brain says, "Hey, if you can't hear yourself, that means
It's
other
true.
people are
You
having
can-
trouble
you can
hearing
get
you
tinnitus
talk
while
louder."
drinking.
Even though that's never the case.
I have really bad tinnitus, like normally.
Well, that's just always
Um,
the thing, though, is that it's like it's
But-
always like you in the corner like yelling, and I'm just you look across the room and it's me, and I'm staring straight at you, and I just go, stop.
That happened
Stop it."
many times at the LAN.
Oh no, my
And
internet.
I do personally, like, there was a certain point in that night where I was like, okay, I'm being an asshole now. I'm the one that's being a party pooper, so I need to stop.
The Saturday night was just a fucking nightmare, though.
Yeah.
And here
Oh.
we are.
My God.
And now we're back in business.
And now we're here.
Back in the
And now it's
mine.
Our first Monday recording.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's weird.
I hate Mondays.
Get out of here, Garfield!
Now,
Now where could my pipe be? Rough.
Hey, Hillary, where's my pipe?
Hey, Hillary, where my pipe?
Oh boy, we gotta get
The
our quota
waveforms
in.
for the Bill
Gotta get our
Clinton
quota.
voice is just so fucking tiny.
How many people do you think Bill Clinton has had sex with?
7.
At least 2.
At
Okay,
least two.
Google.
Okay.
No more than 30.
I
How
don't
many
know.
people have had
Okay,
sex
wait.
with Bill?
Do you think he got insertion with Lewinsky?
Can we? I
Or
brought
was
it
it
up.
just-
I brought it up, but I don't want to talk about it.
Or was it just a presidential hand job?
God.
Well, I mean, did you
'Cause
have any reason
he
to
did.
disbelieve him?
Come on that dress.
I did not. A presidential polishing.
I did not
I did
inhale.
not come on my cat.
I did not inhale that cum off her dress. So I think that at this point
That
we're
is
just
vile.
rambling. Yeah, it's vile.
That is
It's
vile.
awful. At this point we need to stop. So
Says you.
let's have a good outro here. Who wants to do the outro? Me?
I want to do
Ez?
the outro.
Please do an actual outro.
Thanks for 15. Email.
Day 15. Give it up for day 15.
Yay.
Emails. Ixcast 9000
Do we have any emails?
Mm-mm.
at gmail.com. And this has been the Ixcast.
Oh no, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh no. All
Hold
right.
on. Give me a second. I think you guys remember how I said that I won Jack Black, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I remember.
He wants to say something.
Hey, can someone give me the phone verification
Is this
for the
you trying to
Yeah,
Ixcast
that was
sign
email?
me. That was me. I got it. I got
No,
it.
it's not me.
Yes, that's me.
Oh, please tap
which
yes.
number do you
fuck
see
is
on
it?
screen?
Oh, God.
98.
98?
There you go.
Yeah.
Got it for
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh.
Oh,
Did
guys,
you
we
just
have a new
sign it?
security alert.
Yes, it was.
Oh, I found it. All right, thank you, Jack, for adding that.
There's nothing.
This
I heard
fucking
nothing.
podcast
It
sucks.
just now went off the rails, so we gotta stop. So okay.
Just get us the fuck out of here. I don't
Alright.
even fucking.
God
God damn.
Play us out,
Every
Dave.
week.
Play us out, Dave.
Every fucking week with this shit.
Can't stop, won't stop. All right. See you guys later. Thanks for
I
joining.
want to die.
Episode
Bye-bye.
15. Let's all stop.
It was
Thank you very
it was
much.
pretty fun.
God.